way for this morning coverage of National Assembly. I don't know what's on the agenda this morning for the police officers, but I'm hoping they can indulge me before they start this show, because I received a question this morning as it relates to the events coming up. So let me see if I can engage them real quick before they start their program, so I won't interrupt their program. Say good morning to Anthony, say good morning to Judy, say good morning to Kimbala. Richie, good morning to you. Big up to Ruben, big up to Diane. Yeah, big up to everyone, man. Big up to everyone. Big up to Leave Me Alone. Leave me alone, what do you say? So what? Guys, before we get into the program for this morning, let me say good morning to the officers in the studio, starting with Sergeant O'Dane. Good morning, pardon me.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Superintendent Puel, right? David, good morning. Good morning. Yeah. And ACCP, that's what it is? ACP, right? Assistant Commissioner, right? Yes. Make sure I get the titles correct. So we have Assistant Commissioner in the studio with us. We have Superintendent David as well, and we have Sergeant O'Dane. Before we get into your guys' program this morning, I have received a message for you as it relates to upcoming event. They asked, please to ask police officers about smoking in the crowd at music festival. I don't know if it's on your agenda this morning.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to entertain that now.
Yeah.
You can, go ahead.
Yeah, go. You mean?
Yeah, before we start the program.
Yeah. Well, smoking in the crowd, right? Public smoking is not allowed. It's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's public smoking. However, at the music festival, we have a 420, which is a designated smoking area by law.
Mm-hmm.
They have done all the necessary procedures to allocate that area on the hill, and people allowed to go and smoke there. Outside of that, you're committing an offense, and it's ticketable. And then you'll be ticketed. The ticket is $500.
$500.
Straight up.
All right.
So
500 US or EC?
Easy. I wish it was US.
Thank you, Assistant Commissioner. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with policing with you.
You got National Assembly today?
Yes.
Win an unforgettable experience to a live FIFA World Cup game with Coca-Cola. Here's how you can enter. Uncap a 591 ml Coke Original Taste or Coke Zero Sugar with the football label. Find the unique code under the cap. Send that code via WhatsApp to 869-665-2653 or scan the QR code in stores. It's that easy. One entry could put you right in the action at a FIFA World Cup game. Or you can win FIFA merchandise instantly with over 5,000 prizes to be won. For more details, follow COSCAP Coca-Cola on Facebook. Score with Coca-Cola and win.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
National Home Loans. Get your dream home.
This summer, the Caribbean's premier music experience returns.
Welcome to the 28th edition of the St. Kitts Music Festival.
Featuring
the incredible Kilani, Fantasia, Beres Hammond, Luciano, Soca King Marshall Montano, Soca Sensation Voice, and Vaughn. Movado, Idonia,
And the new wave.
Valiant.
Also featuring
Massacre, Cranium, Taurus Riley, Steel Pulse, Dean Fraser and the Black Soil Band, Shanil Mir, Diani, Rodney Tatat, and Zoo.
the legendary
New Vibes Band International, Brandon and ASAP Band, Shelly and Signal Band, plus Edwin Yearwood and Crossfire, Lucas HE, and Garlic and the Upper Level Band. June 25th to June 27th, Warner Park Cricket Stadium, St. Kitts.
Get your tickets now at stkitsmusicfestival.com.
The St. Kitts Music Festival, where music meets paradise.
Tell me what you think about Marcus. Tell me what you think about Christ. Made their sacrifice now. Tell me what you think about equal rights for all, everywhere. Say what you think, what you think, what you think, what you think about justice. What you know, what you know, what you know, what you know about love. Why all the segregation, all are but one nation. Oh, let us unite as one. Let us unite as one. Tell me what you know about love. Tell me what you know about hate that keeps us separated. Tell me what you think about equal rights for all in every way. Say what you think, what you think, what you think, what you think about justice. What you know, what you know, what you know, what you know about love. Why all the segregation? We all are but one nation. Oh, let us unite as one. Let us unite as one.
Good morning to everyone and welcome back to another edition of Policing with You. I am your host, Sharmin Adane, and today we are focused on one of the most anticipated events on the calendar for the upcoming music festival in St. Kitts. As excitement continues to build, thousands of residents and visitors are preparing to enjoy the entertainment, culture, and festive that makes the event so special. However, with large crowds comes the sheer responsibility of ensuring that everyone remains safe and secure throughout the festival season. Joining us this morning, I have two distinguished members of the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force. I have Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Travis Rogers, and Superintendent Linda David. They will provide information on the security measures, traffic management, public safety, and what festival goers can do to help this year's event to be a success. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Policing with You. We appreciate your time and looking forward for an important discussion. I'll have them introduce themselves and the role that they're here in this morning.
So who should go first? Myself? Okay, thank you, Sergeant Odin, and thank you for having me. And it's always a pleasure to be here at the Desert Studio to sensitize the public in whatever we have to. Well, this time around, it's a music festival, and it's a big asking. It's a big event, and we're here to ensure that the people, whether local or otherwise, are sensitized with key information. I am Assistant Commissioner of Police, responsible for operations. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. Radio Land and various media platforms. I am Superintendent Lyndon David. I am Division Officer for Division A. And by now, many of you are familiar with my sphere of responsibility. And this morning I am here to assist regarding information pertaining to the safety and security and traffic management around Music Festival venue.
Thank you so much, ACP Rogers and Superintendent David. What preparation have police made to ensure that the safety and an enjoyable music festival 2026?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Oden. That's a good question. Music Festival, we're in its 28th year. So it's no hard effort to prepare our people. And we have to start at home first. Charity begins at home. And we're preparing our police officers by having meetings, preparing our operation order, sensitizing our police officers, our traffic wardens, our island constables, and sharing, disseminating this information across the board so that we are prepared before the event. The event starts on the 25th to the 27th, and we're at a good stage. Added to that, we have joined the committee, myself, Superintendent David, Superintendent Alric Edwards, Superintendent Bradshaw, Inspector Gordon for traffic, and we form part and parcel of the music festival committees. We have the subcommittees, and we're having regular meetings so that we could be on the same platform, we could be on the same wavelength, so that whatever mandate the music festival have, that all of us are so au fait with same. So we have been doing this for some time now, and it's now boiling down to the crunch time. And I think that we're ready. We're just putting the fine points together, bringing up the loose ends, and ensuring that we have it right. Because every year is a challenge. Every event brings its own challenges, and we have to go with the challenges and make some adjustments and so on based on our past experiences. So I think basically that is it. We have the committee entails tourism, entails medical, NEMA, fire, SCELEC, and just name it, police, defense forces, and we come together collectively to ensure that we have it right. So those are our preparation first, to sensitize the public as to what is expected at the St. Kitts Music Festival 28th.
Thank you so much, ACP Rogers. What are some of the concerns when it comes to safety during this large-scale event?
I will let Superintendent David deal with that aspect.
Well, we look at crime and violence. We look at persons who, after the event, drink and drive. And you have persons who, apart from driving while under the influence, you may have reckless, careless, and dangerous driving as well. We also look at some issues where persons, for whatever reason, may want to infiltrate the security apparatus that we put in place and want to bring weapons of various forms inside the event. We have persons who want to break the rules in terms of smoking outside of the smoke zone, and then you have persons going to areas that are not designated for them and give individuals their challenges. And also to what we will find that could be some of our safety and security measures. You will have persons do not have the requisite passes and so forth for a particular area and create some challenges there. So basically, just general or overall safety and security initiatives that we'll implement to ensure that the event begins safe and ends safe.
Before you continue, Sergeant, I don't mean to hijack your program this morning. Whenever you're ready to take calls, please let the public know you have a number, maybe one or two concerns that are being raised already for the officers here in the studio. So I'm just letting you know you have a strong interest from the public this morning, if I can put it that way.
Okay.
Thank you so much, GQ, for that. After the break, we'll take the calls and the questions. Okay. So, yes, thank you so much, Superintendent David, for that. While we dive into public safety, what are some of the tips that you have for the patrons attending the festival?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay, first, what we want to highlight is our prohibited items. Things that you cannot take inside the music festival. We talk about safety, and David would have mentioned a few, including the traffic, because it's important that the traffic aspect and driving under the influence, because it's a party and it's alcohol involved. So David has spelled it that quite well. But we have a number of prohibited items that are not allowed to be inside the music festival, and we want people to adhere. Otherwise, we would have adverse effects, and it's for the safety of all. We have no bags, no cameras, no selfie sticks, no outside food or beverages. Everything is inside there. We have no metal or glass bottles or flask, no pepper spray, no laptops, no firearms of any sort. Firearms are only for the law enforcement, so no person brings their firearm. We have a policy that you can either leave it at home or take it to the nearest police station. In this case, it's Bassett Police Station, and you can take it there, log it there, and when they finish with the festival, you go right back there. It will be secure, handed over to you, and you can journey to your residence, all right? So please take note of that. No illegal drugs or substance. I'll come back to that one. No aerosol spray or flammable liquids. No flashlights or lasers. No cooler. It is not cooler fit. No bare feet or bare chested attire. No drones. We have enough drones in there. No dogs. And one could argue about the dogs being a service dog, but we're talking about the general. No dogs whatsoever. No outside pamphlets or flyers, and no mask except surgical mask if you want to be shaded from the dusk or for catching a cold or flu from the crowd. All right, so that's some of the things that we want people to adhere to, not to bring these items. I come back to the no illegal substance or illegal drugs. Yes, we will have a 420, and which is a designated smoking area, and this would be located on the western side, of the grounds. There will be set up, it is at a third year, now we're having a 420, and that will be a designated smoking area. It is applied for and approved, and that is where who wants to smoke marijuana or any cigarette can go and smoke there. If persons are found smoking in the public area, they will be dealt with according to law. It's a ticketable offense, and the ticket is $500 forthwith. We'll have our law enforcers monitoring, ensuring that nobody smokes within the crowd. And people who try, because human beings are such, they like to take the risk. And if they smoke and they are found smoking, we will ticket them. We have the tickets that are printed, and we will utilize them. And so I'm sending a strong, strong message. People, for the music festival, go and enjoy the music festival, smoke in the 420 or the designated smoking area. Leg bend, story, and with that, I say no more on that. Yes, and those are some of the things that we were not concerned about.
Before you finish on this smoking, what about vaping? Because I realize...
It's vaping, smoking, snorting, sniffing, whatever it is. It must be done in the 420 area. All right?
And the permitted, cigarettes, cigar, so your tobacco products.
Yes.
We have the marijuana products, and so forth. Anything else?
Yes.
So
right.
don't try to be clever. Like there's somebody say, okay, this is smoke, and then somebody bring you something other than what the law basically allows.
Thank you so much for.
And we come back to the point that is only 5 pre-rolled. So don't bring a big bag, and don't make joke of it. Pre-roll. So you must wrap it in your wrapper and bring it in your bag, and that's it.
No matter how big it be.
No.
5. I'm not saying 5.
Somebody will bring a mapstick.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
For clarity, thank you so much, ACP Rogers, for clearing this smoke on that. Thank you. He was ready. So we're going to dive into the traffic part. Superintendent David, you touched the traffic part, which is a very big concern when it comes to large events or even on holidays. We see things happen. Even on a regular day, we see these traffic accidents and stuff like that happening. Is there any first I'm going to speak about the restrictions around the venue, which is very important.
Yes.
And then we're going to speak more about the road safety a bit. I want you to touch that as passionate as how ACP Rogers touched, smoking.
Well, As ACP said, and as everyone should know now, we're in our 28th year, so quite some time, lifetime for a number of people, So a lot of people are familiar with it. So round Warner Park itself. So let me look at Lozak Road. Lozak Road, we know it's a one-way road, but there are restrictions in terms of parking because we have certain designated persons who park on that road. And then persons can drive across there, drop off patrons, and then they will go down. Especially the taxi drivers go down to come back up. But then Lozak Road, Victoria Road, basically you go up. If there is an emergency, we'll have the emergency appliances, in particular the ambulance, will come out of Warner Park, drive down Victoria Road, then onto Keyan Street up to the hospital. So when you reach the top of Victoria Road and Taylor's Range, there will be a traffic sign there. We'll see if we can have a personnel there. But at the end of the day, we are encouraging persons to adhere to the signs. Anyone caught breaching the signs, we will ticket you. Then we'll have Taylor's Range. We'll have that two-way per usual. And then at the playing field of the Beach Island, that will be a parking area. East Park Range is one way going down. So then when person reach down there, you put off whoever you got to put off, and then you take a left onto the road there. I think it's called Park Lane.
Park Lane, correct.
And you can go over to Wellington Road, or you can go up that other road there on your left to exit. That covers parking around the traffic management or control around Warner Park. Parking also is extended down at Port Sante, so persons just have to make sure when they're parking. If for some reason you got there ahead of the parking attendants, remember, if it were me, I would have liked somebody to park in a manner in which I can get out and not blocking someone. Once you meet the parking attendants there, some of them might be traffic wardens, island constables, or persons specifically tasked for that. Adhere to the instructions given, because one, it should be in orderly. Not that suppose there's an issue where people want to get out in an emergency. There's a congested area, nobody can get out. You know what I mean? So we want persons to adhere to those rules. Now, we are also encouraging persons to make sure that your vehicle is road worthy. What do I mean by that? License, insure. Lights are working. In particular, you should have both headlamps working. We realize that a number of persons drive with just their fog lights. Some of them fog lights are with bright like the sun, I tell you. But we're saying, even though those are visible, the law said lighted headlamps. You know what I mean, GQ? So no one has an excuse, lighted headlamp. And then we also want persons to the signs that are around Bastille. We have seen persons that come across Keyan Street and they turn down Rosemary Lane, they turn down West Independence Square Street. Those are persons who are bent and breaking the law. We are saying to persons, just be followers of the law and follow what that indicating. At home or everywhere you go, you're a lawbreaker. You're blatantly doing that. So I want to chastise the members of the public. If you see someone indicating to go down a road in which they should not go, do not allow them to pass. Because I've seen it. Even this morning, I was there talking to someone, and someone just stopped for someone to turn down, I think is Rosemary Lane. You know what I mean? How are you going to let them pass? Just block the road. If I'm there, I block it and I turn on my window and say, hello, you cannot go. When they see the uniform, they continue. But we're saying everybody have to be responsive because it's all of us responsibility. And then, most importantly, we want persons to drive without being affected by alcohol. If that happens, have a designated driver, park up, sleep it off, or go into a hotel or go by a friend, but do not drink and drive. Have children in seats, and those that are supposed to be strapped in seat belts, strap them in. So we're looking at safety all the way around and driving in the speed limit in the zones that are designated for 40 or 20 miles per hour.
Before you move on, Superintendent, what about individuals who by nature are not confrontational? How do they solve that problem? Report it? What's the next action to take?
I mean, if someone go down the wrong road, if they can get the number and so forth, they can take a picture of it and so forth. We will look at the various aspects, because there might be some people who just want to inform as opposed to helping the prosecutorial process. So we say, okay, we take note of this and we can warn that person and say, we know that you went down this road here, we want to chastise you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that person will get that message. So we want all of society to help ensure that, because what if that person turned down there and at the same time struck someone? You have no excuse. You shouldn't have been going down that road in the first place. So we're saying to the person, remember, what if someone for you, what if it was you who were struck by a vehicle that made that illegal turn?
Thank you.
Yes, and also too, I would like to say, we will not find this at nights, but I see it in the day as well. The truck drivers, for some reason, I believe some of them feel like every vehicle must stop when they're coming into a stop, and they just board the stop. You know, if you're coming down a hill, you should be in the appropriate gear and the appropriate speed. So when you apply your brakes, you stop. Not that you're forcing people to stop because you want to drive straight out. The law is there for everybody. Everybody the law is for. So we're encouraging persons to just comply with the law. And lastly, there will be police officers and traffic wardens around the streets as well that are giving various instructions. Just comply with the instructions, the hand instructions, directions given by the personnel. And I think that everything will be going well.
Thank you very much, Superintendent David.
But before we carry on, since we're in the traffic aspect, let me add a couple of things quickly to support Superintendent David effort. Taxis. We know we don't have taxis coming from the hotels and dropping off persons, which would be mostly across Lozak Road and drop off by the main entrance. They also would have a drop off area on the eastern side by Amory Bakery. So I want that to be known because the taxis, taxi drivers generally call and ask if that area is set up for them. So Superintendent Bradshaw will work on that for me to ensure that that is secured for the taxis to park, pick up and drop off. The residents of Lozak Road and Park Range, they'll be given special passes because they will call in as well. So they'll be given special passes from the traffic department to allow them to park on some areas of Lozak Road and Park Range. That is key also. I think, David, you mentioned the emergency route, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yes. Park Lane, the driving is one way on Park Lane from west. That's the road who don't know Park Lane. That's a little road above NHC that goes from west to east. So we'll ensure that, because last year we see people are moving the signs and they are coming in from Wellington Road and enter that round because it's coned off, it's empty, so that they use the opportunity. But we are saying that, Superintendent David mentioned it, if you move our signs and we recognize, we will penalize you. We want a good effort, we want good behavior from our people. It's important that the public works closely with the police and the St. Kitts Music Festival Committee to ensure a very good experience. All right, so I think those are some key areas that I want to point out in the traffic aspect of things, and I think David would have carefully articulated his efforts in doing so. Thank you.
The record truck,
yes,
we will not leave them out.
Yeah, they are going to be
they'll be utilized, and yes, suppose
they are going to be busy because
yes.
we want to keep the area free and clear for safety of all. Remember, we have people from the diaspora in the international area that will be very not familiar with what is happening. So we wanted to have a free experience. So don't interfere with the free flow of traffic, our local people. All right? And we're encouraging carpooling. People don't like to do that, but we're encouraging people to say, look, if I have a partner, 4 of us come in one car, and we find a space, not 4 of us. And I know it's a problem when people want to leave 1 o'clock and some people want to leave 5 o'clock. So that could create some problem, but we're encouraging. We don't have the space, people. We don't have the space, all right? Thank you.
Thank you so much, ACP Rogers and Superintendent David, for those advice, instructions, recommendations. We're not going to break this morning because of time. So the line is open. You can call in if you have a question. I think, Jiki, you have a few questions for us that we can put in.
Assistant Commissioner Rogers answered all of them, but he's getting pushback on one in particular.
Okay, go right ahead.
I know you dropped the mic. I felt the echo from the mic when you dropped it. The feedback, I should say. That's a little light moment there. Let me get the pushback for you. Assistant Commissioner Rogers, while I hear you, the reality is every year the same thing happens. You have the area designated for smoking, but people come into the crowd, people complain consistently about it, and no one is getting charged. Nothing is being done about it. So while we hear you, Assistant Commissioner, they have little faith that anything would be done.
Okay, let me address that, GQ. Last year, the police weren't equipped with tickets. That was one of the pushback. This year, we have hundreds of tickets printed. And I myself, as responsible for the operation directorate and the person who is heading the security police wise and the music festival committee, will ensure that our officers will be deployed with tickets for public smoking. And I am there every night from the beginning to the end. And if I have to ensure that our officers execute their duty, I will. Because the smoking affects people with asthma. The smoking affects people who don't smoke. And we have gone the length and breadth to ensure there's a 420. And you go there and you smoke and you come there and enjoy yourself. So we are going to ensure, and I'm adamant on this, that our people will issue the tickets. They will utilize what the law says. And who don't like it, bump it. So whoever the caller is, I'm reassuring you that something will be done under the umbrella of the Operations Directorate. So in the absence of the ticket that we didn't have last year, we now have them. So we can now enforce, because we know the trend that we're going with marijuana, and we have put things in place thanks to the government, and we will ensure that we enforce the law accordingly. All right, so
All
that
right.
pushback, I'm bumping it back up.
Okay, then. You're pushing back on the pushback.
A pushback and the pushback, all right?
Okay.
But I'm grateful for that concern, because I know what the caller or the texter is saying.
Mm-hmm.
It is true. People will take the risk and go and smoke, and you would see it from the distance. The crowd are generally very thick, and sometimes you can't get to make your way through. By the time you reach, you can't even find the person who is smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a challenge, but we will try and put some things in place to ensure that. And we will take you out the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go contrary to what the music festival's rules and policies says, then we are going to take you out the festival.
Mm-hmm.
And you would not enjoy no Fantasia, no Smarlax, no New Vibe,
Well,
no nobody.
you remember the names then, man?
Yes, you have to. You understand? You wouldn't enjoy them. So please, I'm asking, we want to have a jolly time. Our aim is not to make sure that you don't enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
But your aim is to comply. And you want to comply with us, then we allow you to have a good time. No fight, no weapons, no illegal stuff, and you're good to go.
Right.
All 3 nights.
All
All right? Thank you.
All right, thank you. And the person who's listening, they say thank you as well.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yes, yes.
GK, if you could announce the numbers that they can call.
Sure. 465-1977 and 662-8674. That's 465-1977 and 662-8674. The lines are now open.
Thank you so much, Superintendent David and Superintendent ACP Rogers. Yes.
We have a call.
So we have a call. ACP
Can you
Rogers.
put on, Assistant Commissioner, forgive me, I have to get familiar with your, I don't see that often. Last time I saw it was Christmas.
Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, go ahead, you're live.
We lost that caller.
Yeah, we lost
Caller,
the
you
caller.
can call back.
465-1977, 662-8674.
Thank you so much, GQ. So we're going to speak a bit about the visitors. We know there's a lot of persons coming to our shores. What advice would you give to the visitors coming to St. Kitts for the festival?
Okay, let me address that.
Before you do you mind, can you stick a pin and let's take a call?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Good. We lost that caller again.
Okay, while we wait for the other caller, let me see what I'll address there. The visitors. The visitors, most of them are Kittitians, and then they're friends from regional and also international.
They're back.
Yeah, living in the diaspora. We ask...
The call is back.
Okay, let me take the call.
Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, good morning. I just wanted to interject something very quickly. The road markings up at the top of the industrial site, just by the entrance to Rams Cash and Carry, they are so faded that it is very, very difficult to navigate into the correct lane, especially when you come up to the top of the industrial site and turn right to go across the Birdrock. The markings are so faded that it is causing a problem in terms of navigation by drivers getting into the correct lane. And particularly now when you are going to have quite a bit of influx of drivers who may be coming in for music festival, this might be a good time to get that thing in order. And thank you so much for listening.
Okay, thank you, caller. And it's key because I was just about to address what should we tell our people who are coming from the diaspora. And I take note of it, and I will have the traffic department have a look, Superintendent Batcher, and have it repainted just for the benefit, just not our diaspora people and regional, but our local people. All right, thank you for that information. And that is one of the things that we're talking about. For our visitors, we're asking them to get familiar with our laws, our driving laws and our local laws, so that when they're driving, they're able, because we know abroad you drive on the left. I know during one music festival, there's a female, she's from here, but she lives in the United States, and she drove on the right side of the roundabout and caused a collision on one of those. I think it was a Christmas, it wasn't, so it's very possible. And key markings are important because they're accustomed to having international markings. So we just want our people to be familiarized with our laws, what they can and can't do. Traffic-wise and the normal offenses, minor offenses and major offenses, to ensure that they are on the side of the law and this doesn't irritate their visit and cause bad experience. And those are just basically key. Go on the music festival site, go on the police site, police Facebook page, and it's all there on the internet so that their experience can be one of a beautiful one. Right?
Thank you so much.
You have another caller.
Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir.
Good. I just, want to touch base, and I haven't heard the officers, and them if they could highlight, the safety of people, like probably the people who sell in there when they're going home, how to protect themselves, how they should, pay attention to robbers and them kind of stuff. So maybe they could have touched base on something to that effect.
Okay, thank you very much for that caller. First thing I will say that previously we had discussions with the vendors. That was a topic that came up, and we, apart from letting them know about police and private security, we are letting them know also that there are some things they can do to safeguard themselves and their earnings for the day, and not only their earnings for the day, but their stocks. They just have to be cognizant, and if anytime they see someone look suspicious, do not hesitate to indicate that to the police. The police can respond in time, and once they have a good description, that description can lead us to an identified perpetrator or perpetrators. So we are encouraging them to pay attention to their surroundings. And we too, we will have safety and security measures in place. We will have the use of CCTV. We will have man on the ground. And when in certain areas, we may not be able to have someone in that static position, but we can have foot and mobile patrol from time to time going around periodically. And when officers see someone who looks suspicious, they will be stopped and searched, questioned by the police. And if for some reason a law is breached, then they can be summoned or arrested based on the offense, and the person will be taken to court. So we will do our part in terms of providing safety and security, and we are also asking the vendors to implement the measures we spoke to them about and those that we may not have spoken to them about in order to ensure that themselves and their valuable items will be secured.
Thank you so much, Superintendent David. So we have a final message to the general public.
Question. Okay, thank you, Mr. Dean.
Wait, we have a call, ACP. Good morning. Caller, you on the air.
Good morning.
Morning.
ACP Brothers, man. Have a good day, man.
Yes,
I
Mr. Emil.
I haven't heard you for a while.
I'm here still.
Yeah. Maybe you know the voice.
Emil, yeah.
But I'm proud that you, as a Challengers man, you're in the position. Yeah, I want to ask you this. You emphasize on the fact that people who violate would be ticketed. What if the person is based overseas? When any provision them made that they could go to the court or whatever system to pay the fine, like a next day quarter or whatever. If you all have anything like that in place. I've been thinking about it for a long time.
Yes.
I believe people will jump and gone.
Okay, well, a ticket is to be paid within 10 days. And the music festival is 25, 26, 27. I think it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you can pay the ticket on the next week. The court is open, and you can journey there and pay the ticket almost immediately after. If it's Thursday, you can go and pay it on the Friday. If it's Saturday or Saturday, because we know we have Whites and on Sunday, you can go and pay it on Monday. Maybe there's a loophole where that person leaves on Sunday. All right, it could affect us, but we will have to work with it now. All right. I know you've said violate, but I just mentioned about foreign persons or persons who live in abroad to get familiar with our laws and ways in which they could circumvent things like these. All right.
Even the same case, and when people are ticketed, they don't go and pay. Some of them, I know situations. So I hope you all could look at that.
Yes.
And see where you could get it done. Because if you even got all the man in court, suspend the current procedures in the court to accommodate these things. Things like that.
Okay.
Well, need to do that.
Well, no problem.
Anyway, have a good day.
Okay, you too. Thanks, Emil. God bless.
What I would like to say to the caller and other persons is that if someone fails to pay the ticket within the period, we also have a follow-up with taking the person to court via summons. And we've seen a lot of that have done with traffic. Smoking with ticket for smoking, that's new. But we've seen some tickets being issued. And so therefore, the same thing applies. Failing to pay the ticket within the particular time, there will be a summons made out and you'll be taken to court. And you risk paying more than what is on the ticket.
Thank you so much. So we basically wrap up now.
Yes.
So I want to, as we conclude today's program, we extend a sincere thanks to ACP Rogers, Travis Rogers, and Superintendent David for sharing valuable information and guide ahead for the upcoming music festival. The message is clear. Safety is for everyone. Whether you are attending the event or not, everybody has the role to play in ensuring that the festival remains safe and enjoyable. Make it a memorable one for you and your family. We encourage everyone to be responsible, look out for one another, follow the guide of the law enforcement officer, and make wise decisions throughout the festival season. Thank you, our listening and viewing audience, for tuning in. ZIZ, GQ, want to thank you guys. Until next time, stay safe. I am your host, Charmaine Odin.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in